Hello everyone, this is FantasyEsque and welcome back to The Sims 4 Vampire Amazon with the Salazar Coven. We are picking up with our Queen, Broodmother, twin princesses, and twin runner-reins who are stationed at Castle Sheba. So in the previous episode, I said we would be meeting our princesses who are identical twins, and I'm very, very excited about that. Now, in Aphrodite's generation, the queen feels as though, as part of culture and her children's education, now that they're toddlers, it is important to bring them to Castle Sheba so that they can pay their respects and she can show them their foremothers, go through the queens. And I think this is especially important for Princess Eden, who is our heiress. So we're going to dive into that, which I am very, very excited about. Okay, let's take a look. So nothing much has been happening on series front ever since that drama with Emmanuel. We're focusing more on the little ones right now. So they've come, Blazon, Luciano. They have ushered the queen to the royal crypt. So the youngsters, they have paid their respects to, extended members of the royal family. And then they're paying their respects to the queens over here, and they're also getting to see their foremothers for the first time, like all the portraits. Because you have to think about it, which I feel like we don't really ever do. These youngsters, they've never met their grandmother, their great-grandmother, none of that. They don't know anything about them. So, I mean, the only time really the vampires get to see this, it's actually almost just the queen, I'm pretty sure, like the new queen. When she takes the throne, she comes here to pay her respects and to add her portrait to the hall, but that's pretty much it. So I think it's kind of nice that she's bringing the princesses to take a look at, you know, where their lineage began. So that's fun. We have, obviously, Queen Sheba, the lovely Sheba. Some of you guys were saying that we miss having the purple glowing eyes that Sheba used to have. No other vampiress or queen has had that gene since the very beginning. Actually, I don't think we've had the purple eyes at all across the court ever since Sheba died. Sheba had three daughters, Cassandra, Narcissa, and Lilith. Her youngest daughter, Lilith, had the purple eyes, but unfortunately Lilith died before she could breed, so that never got passed on. And then her second daughter became Queen Narcissa over here, and Narcissa, you know, I feel as though a lot of us felt she was very beautiful, but I personally thought she was the weakest queen we've ever had. Still do, but I suppose I mean, you guys have your opinions, and some of you have kind of convinced me that maybe she isn't the weakest queen. She was kind of just subject to her circumstances, and she made the best of that. But there we go, we have Narcissa. And then Narcissa had three daughters as well. Narcissa had Genevieve, and then she had Freya and Athena. And Genevieve had Ceres green eyes, but Genevieve died when she was a teenager. And then Freya had yellow eyes. Right, so Narcissa, Cassandra I think had blue eyes or black. I don't remember Cassandra's eye color, guys. Do you? Narcissa had purple eyes, but her eyes weren't glowing. She had like the human purple eyes. But anyways, Narcissa's daughters, Genevieve died, and then Freya had yellow eyes, and then Athena, Narcissa's youngest, had blue eyes. And that's kind of where the blue eyes started in the royal line, and it kind of spread from there. So that was that. And then her third daughter, Athena, became the next queen. So this is Athena over here. As you can see, she had blue eyes. Athena had three daughters as well. She had a set of twins, the very first twins that we had, I think, in the series. She had Wisteria and Zelda. They had blue eyes. And then she had Isadora, who had blue eyes. So ever since Athena, we've actually always had blue eyes in the royal family. So we had Athena, and then Athena's eldest daughter, Wisteria, became the next queen, as you can see over here. So pretty, so pretty. And Wisteria only had one daughter. Wisteria had Aphrodite, and Aphrodite had blue eyes, as you can see over here. So that blue eye gene has continued ever since Athena's time, which is interesting. 3 generations of queens we've had with the blue eyes. So it's nice as well that, you know, Eden and Guinevere, that they have the orange eyes. I love it. I love it. But also, I agree with you guys, I do miss the purple. And, you know, hopefully sometime in the future that's going to come back in. Obviously, it's not going to be in this generation. Maybe when our next generation vampires, you know, have their children, maybe we'll have the purple eyes come back at some point. Imagine if, like, our lost queen, like the 10th generation, had the purple eyes again and then we came full circle. That would be fun, wouldn't it? That would be very interesting. But this is kind of the trend we've had. And I've been talking about eye color, obviously, this whole time. But I think for Athena, she would be just introducing her daughters to the different queens. And I think should be introducing them to, you know, how they're related. Kind of like I did, minus the eye color segment. But the fact that, you know, she was the first queen, how many daughters she had, which daughter became queen, and so and so and so. And obviously they're ending it here with Aphrodite. And so she's probably telling Eden that Eden is, you know, Eden's portrait is going to take her place over here. when she's ready for the crown. So preparing the baby for big stuff. Preparing her for big stuff. But okay, why don't we take a closer look at the youngsters? I kind of want to put them down here. So we'll actually do that. We'll put Eden down. We'll get Siri to put Guinevere down. And then we'll take a look at them. Because that's exactly what we want to do. We want to take a look at the little ones. So let me just get them here. Get you here as well. So you guys can kind of be side by side. And away from everyone else. So with Siri's daughters, they are very, like, they're the thinnest toddlers I've ever seen. They're very thin. The princesses, however, are like really chubby princesses. They're like chunky little princesses, which is really cute. But let's take a look at them. So, actually, let me just, there we go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at our princesses. They're adorable. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Don't they look sweet? So we have Princess Eden, our heiress, on the right. And then we have Princess Guinevere on the left. A precious little Princess Guinevere. Just look at that. They're adorable. And so as you can see, actually you might not be. It might be a bit difficult in this lighting. But let's see if I can get close up. You can kind of see, but I feel like it's a bit difficult. So with Princess Eden, she has the circlet with the black stone, but she's got the golden circlet to show that she's heiress, and then her younger twin has the silver circlet, so that, you know, she has the status of princess, but she is not like heiress. And obviously, we know that it might not matter much at the end of the day, because when it comes time for them to challenge Aphrodite for the throne, they both have almost equal chance, right? It's like they have equal chance. But obviously, Eden, as the oldest child, is the one who's going to be raised as heiress. And, you know, everyone's going to throw their resources into prepping her to challenge the queen and making her strong enough for that. But should she fail, then, you know, the chance goes to a sister. So it's kind of like they've got equal chance, I suppose. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, Eden's the one who's going to have all the resources thrown behind her. If she fails, then I feel like it's going to be catch-up work with Guinevere. But I don't know, we'll have to see how it works, because if you remember with Wisteria and Zelda when they were young, even though Wisteria was the heiress, Zelda actually took her training more seriously, whereas Wisteria was laid back. And a lot of the Sims actually supported Zelda in trying to prep, like, and I'm pretty sure Queen Athena was trying to prep both her daughters to, you know, get ready for challenging her. So she didn't kind of spoil the heiress, I feel, but I don't know. I think Aphrodite is, look at her, so much love in her eyes. I think she might focus on the heiress, but again, we'll have to see how their personalities are going to develop as they, you know, get older. For now, though, I'm pretty sure, hold on. So right now, Eden is the wild one, and Guinevere is the silly one. So, yeah, we've got that for the kiddos. We've got that. So Guinevere, I feel like, is silly, is innocent, whereas maybe Eden is more adventurous, you know? She's more wild, she's more energetic, she's more of a doer. So I think that's, you know, that's fitting for an heiress, I feel. But there we go. Look at the little ones looking up at their mother's portrait, all fascinated and stuff. They're adorable, though. And the queen is going to give them some love, I feel. Let's snuggle. Why don't you go snuggle Princess Eden, and then you can snuggle Guinevere as well. Look at this. Oh, that's adorable. That is so cute. It's super fun that we have we have black-haired princesses as well. When was the last time we had black-haired princesses? I don't remember. Oh, Come on, give me the snugs. Give me the snugs. Yeah, I don't remember. When was the last time? I think Cassandra had black hair. Yeah, Cassandra, Sheba's eldest daughter, I think had black hair. And that's the only thing I can remember. No, Freya, that's right. Freya had black hair. Freya was Narcissus' second daughter. She had black hair. But it just feels like it's been a while. Aphrodite naturally has blonde hair, like platinum blonde hair. But obviously when the vampires come of age, they dye their hair all sorts of colors. But yeah. Now another thing, quickly want to touch up on, while, you know, the kids are here, is the last name for Ceres' children. So in the previous episode, Galaxia gave birth, and she had twin daughters by the name of Catherine and Elaine. Catherine's the older one. And they're going to be dragons. So Catherine and Elaine Dragon. And we can't have two sets of dragon twins from separate mothers. So the line kind of breaks off, right? Galaxia and Ceres sisters. But even though the sisters, you know, once they have their children, the line does break off. So they can't both be dragons. Otherwise there'll be confusion in the future. So since Galaxia is the eldest dragon child, her children will carry on the dragon name. And Ceres' daughters... Oh, that's right. I haven't even changed the daughters' last names. I probably need to go do that. I will go do that, and then we'll probably pick up in the castle. And I'll tell you guys what their... Oh, geez, my voice. I'll tell you guys what their changed last name is going to be. Yay, the kiddos are back. We're at the castle, and the princesses have followed us home. And they're being really adorable. Just look at them. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I have updated the names of Ceres' children. Now, as I was saying, Catherine and Elaine, twin daughters of Lady Galaxia, will carry on the dragon name. And their cousins, Lagatha and Meredith, will now be branching off into the Dragon Sea line because they split with Ciri. So let's see if we can go to the family tree and back up a little bit. Hold on, wait, where's the family tree at? Don't mind me while I figure this out. There we go. There we go. Right, if we go to Wisteria, Zelda, so Salazar line continued with Wisteria. Zelda was always a Salazar, but then when she had her daughters could not keep the Salazar name. Even her son. Her children could not keep the Salazar name. They became a cadet branch of the royal family called the Dragons, right? Since Zelda was a priestess and she discovered the aspect of the dragon, she chose the name Dragon as the cadet branch name. So initially only Ciri had daughters, and so if they were the only kind of, you know, surviving girls of that line, they would continue the dragon name. But Galaxia also had daughters, and so the Zelda's line splits again, with Galaxia and then with Ciri. So as Galaxia is the older one, her daughters will carry on the dragon name. Ciri's daughters will branch off into the Dragon Sea line. So now we have the Salazars, the Dragons, and the Dragon Seas. So there we go. There we go. Let me know what you guys think about that. And it's pretty much spelled like dragon with a CI. So dragons and dragon seas. There we go. That's what we have going on with them. We also have training day today, actually. So I kind of like the girls being here because last time with the Dragon Sea girls, we invited them over and we got to see what everyone in the coven feels about the youngsters. So it's kind of nice to have the toddlers over at the castle so they can interact with, you know, the various things. I mean, like, look at Guinevere. She's already playing with the toys in the birth chamber, and I didn't even know that was a toy box, but apparently it is. I put that down, but I forgot about that completely. So it's kind of nice to see everyone who chats to the youngsters and, you know, what they think. But in between all of that, obviously, we want to be doing our training today. And the queen is very angry, and I wonder why. I don't know why she's so angry. Obviously, she's high maintenance, but like for the purpose of the story, I'm wondering why. She literally spent the early part of the day with her daughters at Castle Sheba, and things were going fine, and her mood was fine while they were there. So I'm wondering why she's upset now that they've come back. Maybe she feels... What are her traits? What are her traits? Maybe she feels too rushed. I mean, she's, you know, when she was younger, she was always a bit of a silly person, and she had time to do her own things, but maybe because, you know, she's had a very packed day. In the morning she went early to Castle Sheba. I mean, she had to pick up her daughters and then go to Castle Sheba, and they had to pay respect to the queens and to the other members of the royal family that were deceased, and then she had to come back here, and now it's training day, so maybe she feels like she has got no time for herself. So it's kind of like the worst day ever. Just duty after duty after duty. So I suppose that makes sense. Okay, everyone is going to, you know what, get straight into commando training. Why not? Everyone is going to do some nice training. Still could do that. Everyone, Bucks, you can come here and practice sparring. Yeah, Angel, not feeling too great because, as we discussed before, she has a curse about her. So things are not that smooth, unfortunately. But she should be getting close to acquiring points for that curse cleansing potion. So we might look into that once she's able to get things underway. Okay, the princesses are going to be just chilling downstairs, investigating various parts of the castle, as they will. I'll let them do that, and we can check up on them once we've got our training done, but I feel like that is going to be everyone's focus. Look at this! Look at this, everyone. Busy training. Busy training they are. Excellent. We can't get loose on the training. We're going to keep things tight. Okay, while that's happening, Saphira wants to be mean to a child. Saphira just hates children. She does not like children whatsoever. She just wants to be mean to children all the flippin' time. But I don't think she would do anything to the princesses. I feel like, if anything, she's wanting to, like, now that she's seen the twin princesses and they've got the glowing eyes, I think she is even more disappointed or irritated at the dragon seas. Like, now she believes, like, there really is something wrong with them, right? Even the, like, you can't even say it's a curse in the generation or something like that, because Eden and Guinevere are just fine. So I feel like that's more towards the Dragon Sea girls than anything else. So we have that. But Make-A-Wish. You know what? We'll do Make-A-Wish. I feel like maybe she wants to go make a wish for the well-being of the heiress and the princess, because, you know, these little girls, the Salazar girls, are the future of the empire. So that's important. Now look at Galaxia! Galaxia's actually chatting with them. Oh, that's so sweet. So look, she finished up her training. Wrapped up her training, and she's down here talking with Eden. Oh, that's adorable. Okay, she wants to meditate on the meditation stool. Okay, the kids, they're taking off. They were here for a little bit, and then they took off. Well, you can't go outside just yet. I mean, maybe later on when it's nighttime. Maybe she wants to also meditate on the future of the children. Who knows? She wants to go meditate, but it's like too early in the day. We can find her a vampire mentor, though, since it's training day. That's probably where her mind is more at. Makes sense. Maybe she's also thinking about the fact that Saphira is going to be mentoring the girls in their, you know, fitness and their physical skills as they age. and maybe she's reflecting on what she'll be able to offer them and educate them in as they grow up as well. Because I feel like everyone, to a little degree, has some sort of an input on how the princesses grow up. I mean, previously it's largely been the champion who does their physical training. The scholar, whenever we have the royal studies, the scholar is the one who kind of decides what kind of skills they focus on. And then the priestesses, they do the readings, but, you know, they're pretty hands-off. So maybe Galaxia doesn't want to be a hands-off priestess. Maybe she wants to educate the youngsters on their culture or something like that. That'd be interesting. Okay, Aphrodite. She wants to be playful. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, she wants to be playful. That's kind of sweet. I reckon she wants to be playful with her daughters. So that's kind of nice. I feel like with Wisteria, I don't know if I would call Wisteria formal. I don't think she was, but I don't remember her ever, like, goofing around with her daughter. I don't remember that. She gave her daughter everything she could. And she used to chat with her daughter quite a bit, but I don't remember her ever playing with Aphrodite and being, you know, fun with her. I think, especially after Aphrodite became a teenager, she tried to enforce the fact that Aphrodite has to be proper at all times because she's a princess. So it's nice to see that Aphrodite's being different. I feel like Aphrodite, because, you know, she doesn't believe in carrying the burden herself, isn't going to force her daughters to do the same. I think she's going to be pretty laid back with her children. Okay, Yuki wants to enthuse about interests with someone. Enthuse about interests. What kind of stuff do you like? Well, fitness and music. So I think maybe she's bustling with ideas about the things that she can educate the youngsters in. Like the princesses, all these ideas she has for the future. So she's excited about that and wants to discuss it with someone. So that's kind of nice. Okay, Angel. Let's see. Well, Angel, you're gonna have to wait on that. What's this? What? No. No, we don't even know this chick. We don't know. That was Frederick, but he was saying he has a crush on some random person. Okay, you want to make a friend, but are you friends already with everyone in the coven? You are, but you're not friends with Mirabella, and she wants to make a friend, so actually we could work on that. We could work on making a friend. Maybe she can try and befriend Mirabella. They haven't had a training session in a while. Okay, Saphira, let's come outside and wish for happiness. She's very angry. That's right. Saphira, I feel personally, is very disciplined. Like, I respect the discipline that Saphira has. And that's because she absolutely hates fitness and wellness. She dislikes that. But she always autonomously is doing things to get fit and keep in shape because she's the champion, and I feel like she takes her role seriously, which is really cool because she doesn't even have like the active trait, and she really dislikes fitness. She really does, and wellness, and yet, you know, since she is champion, she's always autonomously doing it anyways. So I think that's really cool. She's kind of taken the role that she was given, and she's doing it justice. She's not being lazy with it just because it's not something she enjoys. Okay, so there we go. I think she asked for blessings for the princesses, and they were received, well received. So that's nice. That's nice. Hopefully she feels less angry, but also, you know, she doesn't like children in general. I think she'll warm up to them when they're teens, hopefully. Hopefully their relationship doesn't get ruined too badly while they're still young. Okay, Galaxia wanted to find a vampire mentor. Prime, Grandmaster. Yeah, the Queen's gonna be like the only mentor you have because she's the most accomplished in your generation. So why don't you go and request some vampiric training? So we'll go do that. Now, some of you are saying with Galaxia and the whole Peyton thing that, you know, with Aphrodite, you can see how maybe it's like a formal arrangement with Aphrodite and Major rather than actual love. Because when Aphrodite got pregnant, then she did not have any romantic interactions with Major. She only had that desire to make him a consort to go steady with him after she gave birth to baby girls. So, you know, makes sense that she is probably just wanting to reward him. Whereas with Galaxia, she had the whim to go steady with Peyton before she gave birth, before she knew it was a girl or girls. So, um, you guys were saying that maybe she is getting attracted to Peyton, regardless of, you know, the child's gender. Maybe she was hoping it was going to be a girl because she actually really liked Peyton. And she has like a little bit of a crush on him, and she wanted to make him her consort when she eventually did give birth to girls. So, you know, that's something I'm open to right now because she was having those whims despite being kind of romantically, well, she's not romantically involved with Angel, but she reciprocates Angel's advances. So it was definitely intriguing to see, and an interesting point you guys made. Okay, Aphrodite completed whatever it was she wanted to do. Yuki enthused about interests, and since you're already chatting with Saphira, can you enthuse about interests with Saphira? Let's see. Discuss. Does that count? Discussing interests? Does that count? Yes, it does. Okay. Makes sense that she's talking to Saphira about this because if she is excited about, you know, education possibilities for the princesses, she's going to be taking care of the mental aspect, and Saphira is going to be taking care of the physical aspect. So that's kind of cool. But now that we have kind of wrapped that up, how are you doing? She's still doing quite poorly. Oh, don't worry, we'll get her potion. We'll get a potion soon. But I think Angel is ready to head to the Magic Realm and spend some time with Mirabella, who she hasn't been able to because we've been busy with other stuff. Um, Building a connection, befriending her, getting closer so that they can continue their training. So why don't we catch up at the Magic Realm? Okay, we are at the Magic Realm with our apprentice, and we will be starting some training soon. Look at Mirabella, she's already diving into the books and trying to see what sort of knowledge she can secret out of there. But let's get you back down, Angel. And I think what would be good would be to do some dueling, because I feel like let's offer magical training and then do some dueling. I feel like that is a good way to strengthen each other's magic. And obviously alchemy is something, you know, she's wanting Mirabella to learn and, you know, she wants to teach, but these magical skills are also important. So we'll do that for sure. And we might see if we can get Mirabella to maybe experiment with creating some potions and experimenting as well. But we definitely want to get some of that training and dueling underway as well. Because, you know, throughout this whole time when we've been busy with babies and such, and the personal drama of Siri and Emmanuel, I feel like Mirabella keeps contacting us and trying to duel, but we just don't have time to duel with her because we're busy with other things. So we'll get around to it finally. We'll get around to it. And this is also improving their friendship with each other. So we definitely need to do that. Okay, we shall do a magic duel. We'll duel for knowledge, ingredients, artifacts. I feel like dueling for ingredients is what, the alchemists would typically do, but I feel like since Mirabella is evil and she's desperate for all this knowledge, she would be the one to duel for knowledge. So, she'd be casting all of these things. Like, she'd learn all these secret spells from who knows where and these books and whatnot, and then she would try them on Angel every time they duel, I feel. So, we'll go do that. And if Angel learns anything, I feel like it's a side effect of having some spell thrown at her that she didn't know about and then learning how to counter that and adding it to her arsenal of spells. So, come on, let's do some training, and then we have all this space here. We can have a duel. Look at these guys, all busy in the classrooms with their potions. There's a lot of cauldrons all over the place. All over the place. Even upstairs. Even upstairs, there's like a ton of pretty, and they all look so pretty in their spaces and their places. So pretty. Okay, oh, they're friends now. Excellent. They're friends. That is good. And since they are friends, I think she has enough points now to get that. Where is it? Potion of Curse Cleansing. Excellent. So we'll get her to use that. Let's drink it. Drink it and then duel. Because you don't want to keep stinking. It's not a great look, honey. Not a great look. Okay, we'll wrap up Mirabella's training here. And we'll just use this potion. Yep, there we go. We've removed this terrible curse. And now we can continue. I feel like this would have been a lesson too in curses. That probably would have been a lesson on, side effects of potion making and ways things can go wrong, but you can overcome with a simple potion of curse cleansing. So that was definitely a lesson for Mirabella. Oh. For a second, I was like, her name is Mirabella, right? Yeah. We'll get Angel to just freshen up a bit, maybe eat something, and then we'll continue with the dueling. Okay, our ladies have been staying at the Magic Academy for a while now. They spent the night here, and now they're ready to dive into some duels. So they've gotten changed into their dueling outfits. So that's what they're gonna do. I mean, it's their like fitness athletic wear. What is it called? I don't know. Athletic wear, I suppose. That's what they're wearing right now. Active wear. There we go. Let's see how good Mirabella has gotten. Nope. Yep, there we go. She still can't beat Angel, of course. Makes sense. But I'm hoping their relationship does improve because they're friends now, and maybe, Mirabella isn't going to be as salty when Angel tells her, well, no, we need to take it slow. Or if she loses, she'll be less sour about it, I think. And maybe she'll hurl less deadly spells at her mentor. But anyways, so apparently this time around, the spell that she researched and she tried to throw at Angel, let's learn more about it. It was the Home Wardial spell. Return to the magic realm. Okay, so that's the, spell that Angel has now learnt because of a counter to something that Mirabella threw in her direction. So there we go. All this knowledge that she wouldn't typically be practicing or researching just yet because she hasn't mastered alchemy. Not that Mirabella cares about it. Now they're going to do duel for ingredients, which is probably more something that Angel would be comfortable with. So they're going to do that. And it makes sense because, the alchemists, they need ingredients to make their potions and such. So let's see. I feel like the day Mirabella beats Angel in a duel, she's going to be very happy. But that might be a long time in coming because Angel is very, very magically talented. And experienced, I should say. She's just more experienced than Mirabella at this point. But I feel like Mirabella is getting better at defending herself. Maybe not so much at attacking, but definitely at defending. And she's definitely angry right now. I suppose even if they are, you know, mentor and apprentice, she doesn't take loss all too well. Yeah. I reckon she thought the spell she was throwing was going to be, you know, a dangerous spell, but obviously it was not. Obviously it wasn't. Okay, let's see. What did we get from this? Since we did win. Ah, okay. Yep. We got 70 simoleons, which is completely fine. It's like a token of winning. And then finally, we'll do a duel for artifacts. I mean, more brooms, more wands. That is all good and well. Right now, she has this wood wand that she's using. But anything else, she wins. She can use to upgrade her equipment, of course. I kind of like the idea, though, that, you know, whenever Angel wins, then Mirabella has to go and, like, she has to go find a broom, just acquire a broom, or she has to go acquire a wand or an ingredient or something like that to give to her mentor as a way of, you know, not as punishment, but as a reward for Angel. Almost like you get sent on an errand as punishment for losing, I suppose. So there we go. Look at her. She's doing quite well. She's doing quite well, I think. And it's so cool from this height. You can actually see the, oh, yep, there we go. You can see the place where all of the spellcasters go to purchase things. Okay, let's see what we received. What errand did you send her on this time? So whatever Mirabella gives us in return for winning, I imagine is, oh, a familiar Orb of the Phoenix. Is just something that I imagine Angel sent her on an errand for, like to go get that. So that's kind of cool, but obviously we can't bind that Phoenix to us just yet because we haven't mastered a school of magic just yet. That has to be done before we can bind one of those creatures to us. But okay, why don't we pop in? What would it be under? No, none of this. Would it be under hobbies, maybe? Because I'm thinking we want to try and use cauldron. There we go, that one. Is that the same as making potions? I don't know. I don't know. But we're gonna go and, I mean, is she gonna go use a cauldron anywhere? If she does, it would be nice. Then we can take the cauldron next to her and say that she's being taught some recipes. So I don't know. Is she gonna be inclined towards that, or is she just gonna take a break and not deal with that at all? Let's see. There's no way I think we can impart, unfortunately, any sort of alchemical things with her. She's stomping around, my goodness. She's hungry, she's gonna go feed herself. She's gonna go eat something, maybe. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. She's chatting with herself. She's talking to herself, probably trying to calm herself down and giving herself a pep talk and saying, "It's okay. It's okay. We'll get her one day. We'll get her one day. One of these books I read is going to have something that'll completely catch Angel off guard." Yeah. We see you, Mirabella. We have your eye on you. And I think the more that Angel is getting to know Mirabella, she's seeing the positives and negatives of her. She's probably becoming aware that Mirabella does have that slightly risky attitude towards magic and magical knowledge. But I think Angel's hoping that she can tame that side of her, that she can guide Mirabella to a more controlled way of seeking knowledge and doing things and not putting anyone at risk. But obviously that's gonna be dependent on a few things. We'll have to see if their friendship really manages to stay a friendship, or Mirabella just, ends up having. I feel like at this point, Mirabella is growing to respect Angel, especially because she keeps losing against Angel. But I wonder if that respect will stay that way, or if there'll come a point where she's gonna find value in like dangerous knowledge more than the value of a bond with Angel. So that might be something. Angel, why don't you do some experimentation? Why don't you do some experimentation? Maybe Mirabella can join you after she's done with her own thing, because it's also important for Angel to be spending time here. Maybe this is kind of like free practical time. Mirabella can go and experiment on her potions and her magical skills on her own after they've had like a training session together. And Angel can also spend some of this time in this ambiance, going ahead and experimenting with some alchemy, because that is a skill that she has to progress as well. Right now she only knows, I think, 2 potions, so we do need some progress on that. But okay guys, with that said and done, I'm going to leave off. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.